TBS 3 News continues.
And we continue with a special guest in our studios this morning. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Byenfor, and our special guest is United States Senator Bill Cassidy in Shreveport today. Thanks for being with us, Senator.
I'm glad to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Tell us why. I know there's a specific reason that you're here, so explain what that is.
Well, I'm about economic development for Northwest Louisiana. I want Shreveport-Bossier to do well. By the way, so to do that, you have to come here often.
Yeah.
And so today I'm here to go visit the site where Dr. Reddy's pharmaceutical manufacturing was. President Trump wants to bring pharmaceutical manufacturing back.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet with local leaders. Can we participate in that?
Okay.
It's part of economic development for North Louisiana, for Northwest Louisiana.
It also would contribute to the security of this country, too, since too many pharmaceuticals are made in China and India, right?
Yeah, God forbid that we ever have a hot war with China. But right now, so many of our pharmaceuticals are made in China or in India. If there is a war, we could lose access to both. The more we're producing here, the more secure we are.
So that's one of your main reasons for visiting here, but a lot of things to talk about that have gone on this week. What are your thoughts on the new Pope?
Oh, isn't that great? With a little bit of a Louisiana connection.
That's exactly right.
And so there seems to be a lot of optimism. I understand, of course, he raised in Chicago, speaks Spanish, speaks Italian. Mm-hmm. He has been a missionary around the world, but he roots for some Chicago baseball team, and we don't know which. So it's great to have an American, and it's great for the church to have someone who right now is understood as a unifying figure.
Look, we had a little clip of you last night talking about your bill to harden the power grid in America. Every time it rains in the Shreveport-Bossier area, the power goes out for, it seems like, thousands of people. How do we get this power? And I've asked people in the industry before, how do you do this? And they say, well, we can harden it, but it costs too much. And I went, really? Does it cost more to do that once or to fix it every time it goes out? What's the key here?
Yeah, so we in Louisiana are particularly aware of what happens when electricity goes out. Our neighbors in Texas the same way. It is expensive. In the bipartisan infrastructure bill, we got $3 billion to help harden the grid. And so that is a variety of ways, but it is expensive. So this $3 billion is out there to achieve that. I'm a doctor.
Right.
I know there might be somebody at home with some sort of medical device, and it's helping this person breathe, and all of a sudden the electricity goes off. It's more than an inconvenience.
Yeah.
We know that in August, if the electricity goes off, you'll lose your air conditioning. Homes weren't built now to open the windows and get a cross flow. They are built for air conditioning. So this is essential to the health of our communities and to the livability of our communities. Also to the economic development. So that $3 billion going for hardening the grid helps underwrite that cost. We need to get it where the grid stays up.
Listen, I was just telling you, I was recently at the White House, and one of the folks that I had the privilege of interviewing was Dr. Bhattacharya. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly or not, but he's part of the NIH, or is heading the NIH. And he's working with Bobby Kennedy, the Make America Healthy Again movement. And you were part of getting, I guess, Bobby Kennedy confirmed. So how do you think this movement, this MAHA movement is going, or will it be successful?
Well, I sure hope so. RFK was successful in getting the additives out of foods. By the way, when he was up, I heard from lots of people who really were concerned about food additives. Now, the last commissioner of the FDA under Biden said we don't have the legal right to remove those additives. Frankly, we still don't have the legal right. But Secretary Kennedy has a kind of following that he was, and President Trump, that they were able to push for it, and the food companies folded and they took it out. And so that should be to their credit, absolutely. And for those folks concerned about those additives, that's now a done deal. So that's positive. Just tip of the hat to Secretary Kennedy, and that's one of the things that makes me glad that I helped get him in his position.
Very good. You were also just at the White House for, it was called Invest in America. Talk about that.
Yeah, so of course the president's all about economic growth. And economic growth means more jobs. And more jobs means more jobs for kind of working Americans. And so he was highlighting both pharmaceutical manufacturing. Again, I'm going to Dr. Reddy's today, but also those projects, 3 projects in Louisiana. Woodside LNG, Hyundai Steel in Ascension Parish, and then down in Plaquemines Parish, an expansion of Venture Global. Now, Woodside and Venture Global are in part because of natural gas being produced here in the Haynesville. And we have a system where we have gas here with pipelines going down to the coast, and then those are being built to ship around the world. That's economic growth for this region and across the state. So the president gave me a shout out. I was one of three
Yeah.
or four senators there, and I'm shouting out those companies building jobs in Louisiana.
I know it's hard to believe. Our time's up already.
Thanks, Jeff.
Senator, always a pleasure. Senator Bill Cassidy, back with more right after this.